Hello everyone, this is John here from Blinds and Shutters. I've just finished an installation of motorized blinds. It's a system called Yewdale Defiant. They're a pretty good quality manufacturer, and we'd be agents for them. And this particular blind here is on a large door screen. It's about 4.3 meters wide, and it's about 2.6 meters high. Now that's a lot of glass, so the amount of heat gain in this room would be unbearable. You need to have some sort of sun shading to cut out the UV, to cut down the heat gain. And this particular fabric here is a 3% screen fabric. It's a special sort of a fabric. It's made from mostly glass fibre, and it allows very small pinholes to be defined in the fabric, and that allows a little bit of vision through the blind, but it gives you fantastic shading, fantastic UV blocking, and a little bit of with a big window like this, you don't want to close down completely. I mean, if it's no vision through it at all, it can be a little bit overpowering. So this particular fabric here does that. It allows a little bit of vision through the blind, but yet gives you great privacy in here. I mean, from outside you can see very little, and cuts out all that heat gain. Right, so this is a remote control from the Yewdale Defiant system. It's a 6-channel remote control. There's 4 blinds. So what we do is we go to number 1 and we assign blind number 1 to number 1, and the same with number 2, number 3, number 4. So that's your 4 blinds have a channel of their own. That leaves us with 2 channels left over. So on 5, we put the 2 center blinds together, so they'll move together. When you select number 5 and hit up or down on the button, they will go together. And then, of course, just the 2 outside ones, we'll put them on number 6. And there might be a situation here where you might want to raise the middle blinds and leave the 2 other ones down, just to maybe operate the doors or whatever. You can do that by selecting number 5. So we'll do that now. There we go, number 5. And when I'm setting these, there's limit positions, as they're called. Basically, that means that the blind has to know when to stop at the bottom and has to know when to stop at the top, otherwise it'll just keep rolling out. It's so you set limit positions, and that is 1 for the very bottom, 1 for the very top, but there's actually 4 left over. So if you want to set mid positions, you can do that. I've only set 1 mid position here because that's just one that I've set up just for the client here, but I can show you or anyone or the client how to set more positions very easily. It's quite simple. So even if you want to cancel out one of the positions that you have, that's very simple. You can just cancel it and move the blind down a little bit to where you want it, if it just feels a wee bit too high or too low or whatever. So we'll select number 5 and we'll press the button here, and if I press the button just once, the little light of the channel will flash once and the blinds will go. Now I'm mentioning the fact that the little light flashes once because that will send the blind to the nearest mid position. But if I wanted the blind to bypass all those positions, I would hold the button until it flashed twice, and then it will actually pass that position and go right to the very top. So we'll just press it again. Up it'll go. Alright. And it stops. Now, let's just select number 6, just to show the how you can miss all the mid positions and go right to the very top. So we push the button once and it flashes twice. It'll flash 3 times, but it doesn't make any difference. A minimum of 2 flashes. It'll bypass all those mid positions, ignore them, go right to the top, to its upper position. It's a very simple system. It's a rechargeable lithium-ion battery. It's the new technology batteries now that's becoming very popular. The battery holds a lot of charge. You get a lot of duty out of one charge, Blinds like this would typically maybe could do 6 months, 8 months, maybe even a year. Depends on how often they're used. If they're used a lot, they could take 6 months to run out the charge. Now, we're going to select all the channels now again. That's linking all the blinds together. And we're going to send these all down because it's getting a bit warm in here. I can actually feel the heat building up in here already. It's amazing, and it's not a very sunny day. But on really blistering hot days, it would be stifling in here. So, we press the button once. And we hold it to go twice. And these blinds should go right to the floor. Not stopping or go. There you go. Now, if all these blinds were on chains, well, it wouldn't be really practical for springs, but for chains, you would have to do all this manually. And this actually can be linked into a Wi-Fi system, and it can be linked into an app you can have on your phone, which can actually operate these blinds remotely. So if you went on holidays and you wanted to give the impression that you were home, you can program these blinds to open, close, and give the impression that you're around when you're not. And you know, burglars watch out for certain things. Inactivity is one of them. Right, so that's it, folks. It's a Yewdale Defiant 7.4 volt rechargeable roller blind, and that's it. Thanks very much. Compass Blinds and Shutters.